So inside of Team Roar, we absolutely crushed it on the day. G-Roar ended up going 7 for 8 on the day, making multiple 100% profit returns. Ninja is currently back in the action trading, and he ended up having a massive win on SPY put options. In terms of my own personal trading, I ended up going 1 for 3. However, I was able to be extremely profitable on the day with a 30% success rate because I decided to cut my losers short, which is something that we normally don't do. But it's mainly because I had a massive win on call options, and I ended up adding to that win twice. With that being said, I'm going to be breaking down the trades that we ended up making towards the end of this video. In terms of the overall price action analysis, I'm going to give you the updated price action analysis, and I'm going to prepare you to trade the best setups at the best prices. I'm going to walk you through step by step the key levels of interest on where we're planning to buy call options to make money as the market's going up, and the key levels of interest on where we're planning to buy put options to make money as the market's going down. I'm going to show you how to trade the overall trend step by step, and I'm also going to show you how to determine and confirm trend reversals heading into tomorrow. So in terms of the stock market, it is going to be closed on Friday. With that being said, we are well prepared and equipped to close out this week very, very strong within the green. Let's get straight into the updated price action analysis. So in terms of the overall SPY, this is what I want to bring awareness, man. In terms of the daily chart foundation, this is not the strongest foundation in terms of the overall pattern to be trading on the daily chart. Now, in terms of the chart history of this pattern forming, it's saying for the most part that the market typically reacts bearish when this daily candlestick forms. However, if it gaps up, there's going to be great opportunities to be buying call options, and it could potentially be overall bullish. And as of now, we are gapping up. In terms of the overall micro trend, we had previous resistance right here at 533, previous resistance right here at 535. We had a break, we had a retest. The SPY was reacting as support. Today's the day where we finally formed some lower highs, cracking through that previous higher support, which is considered micro bearish. And in terms of the daily chart foundation, it's not the most bullish daily candlestick, right? So in terms of the micro trend, it did attempt to shift from bullish to bearish because this higher support is no longer holding, and now we're dropping back down towards that previous resistance. However, in terms of how the market is currently reacting, we are experiencing a nice little gap up here during the extended hours trading session. We closed at 525.66. That's going to be a key level heading into tomorrow, the previous closing price. Right now, we're trading at 529.38. With that being said, let's get into the key levels of interest, man. So in terms of the main patterns that I'm seeing, it has a lot to do with the 10-day, 30-minute chart. But I'm going to walk you through this, man. So I'm going to walk you through step by step how to be trading heading into tomorrow. I'm even going to clear out all of these levels right here, and I'm going to break this down here for you step by step. So first things first, let's discuss some overall patterns in terms of the overall SPY, right? For the vast majority, in terms of the SPY, you can see right here, whenever it forms like this red candlestick facing to the downside, these massive wicks like this on Thinkorswim, whenever that tends to occur, for the vast majority of the time, as long as the SPY is forming higher support and as long as the SPY is gapping up, it tends to be bullish, and the best plays in those situations tend to be oversold dip buying opportunities. So I'm going to show you some situations that I'm talking about with this overall wick pattern that I'm seeing on the 10-day, 30-minute chart. You can see right here, the SPY was selling off all day. It was forming all of these wicks, right? So you have this green wick facing to the downside, red wick facing to the downside, starts to sell off. And then overall, the best plays on the next day, which would be tomorrow if this pattern repeats in a similar cycle, would be to buy call options on oversold dips, and then sell into the rips, and there's also going to be opportunities to scalp puts. And then in terms of more situations where this has occurred recently, you can see the SPY was forming some wicks right here, massive sell-off, some big wicks right here, massive sell-off. Next day, when the market was turning previous closing price into support, it was a strong bullish trend day. I mean, in terms of call options, the best levels possible heading into tomorrow, especially if we are gapping up, is going to be that previous closing price, man. 525.66 would be the best level for call options. If we go below that and react bearish, the next two levels are going to be right here. We have a break and retest level right here, and the strategy ended up working during extended hours. So I'm telling you, if we can drop back down to the zone of 522 to 523.30, that's going to be an amazing zone to be buying call options. And then the last level below that would be the previous day lows, and then which is that 520.30 level, right? Those would be the main levels for call options. The previous closing price, 525.66. The break and retest level that already worked during extended hours very successfully. The zone is 522.20 to 523.30. And then the previous day lows at 521. And then if we did end up dropping below that, I would consider auto buying call options at these two levels, especially once this extended hours level is tested for the first time. It's likely going to bounce first when it's tested during the normal trading hours for the first time, which is going to be 516, and then this is another phenomenal level, 510, and then whenever the SPY decides to drop to 500 to 505, that's going to be an auto buy zone for break and retest, man. But I'm telling you, that 516 should be fucking phenomenal. The 522 to 523 zone should be great, and keep an eye on the previous day lows. So those are considered the oversold levels to buy call options heading into tomorrow, right? But like I said, if you just study this overall pattern for the vast majority of the time, this is another time it's happened. It's been happening a lot throughout the past 10 to 30 minutes. Whenever the SPY has been forming these big wicks, the same day it sells off, the same day it sells off, the same day it sells off, then the next day it recovers, then the next day it recovers, then the next day it recovers. And if you looked at the best plays were literally to just buy the dips. So in terms of this overall pattern, man, it looks like it's going to be repeating in a similar cycle as of now. And if we're seeing the signals that it is, the hardest part is going to be figuring out the exact levels to be buying at. But I gave you the best overall levels, and I'll share with you some, upper levels to keep an eye on as well. I mean, in terms of some upper levels that you can keep an eye on, this zone right here, this 526 to 527 zone is going to be a very interesting overall zone to watch, man. I mean, we got some make or break. This is going to be make or break, breakdown and retest make or break levels right here. 521 is literally make or break, man. If this reacts as a resistance, the SPY is going to drop back down to fill the gap to go to the oversold levels to buy calls. If this breaks out and retests like it did right here, it's going to spike back up. Look at how phenomenal that strategy works, man. Whenever you see these extended hours support levels have massive spikes and the SPY drops back down during the normal trading hours to test for the first time, it tends to spike as long as there's bullish confirmations or a bullish, daily chart foundation. But man, I'd be extremely excited once we get back down to this 516 level to auto buy calls. It's an extended hours level that's extremely oversold that has not been tested during the normal trading hours, man. But anyways, man, those are the main oversold dip buying levels to be focusing on. Now, in terms of some situations, you can see right here, there was one situation, but this was a gap down. The SPY formed the red bearish wicks, and then it just kept on flushing and kept on selling off, right? I mean, in that situation, if the market were to gap down somehow, some way, and, if we just started flushing below this 521, then it'd be overall bearish. But as of now, it looks like the best move is just going to be to look for oversold dip buying opportunities at the levels I gave you. And then in terms of the upper level, you just need to understand that, this is make or break. 529 is make or break. It's not the best level. What would make it a good level for calls? If it had a massive breakout, dropped back down, reacted as a support level, right? So in terms of levels for put options, let's discuss puts, man. So in terms of puts, we're going to keep the focus on the gap close reversal. We have a gap that's waiting to fill above right here at 537.62. That would be the best level to be buying put options. It's also key resistance during the extended hours that was not tested. In terms of levels below that for breakdown and retest, you can keep an eye on this overall zone. You can keep an eye on 532 to 533 overall range in terms of the 30-minute chart. Let's go back to the 1-minute chart here and see some overall breakdown and retest levels. So, overall breakdown retest levels, yeah, it's the 1-minute chart is fairly similar. Like I said, that 532 to 533 range, but this is going to be a key level, man, a very key level, man. Take a look. These are breakdown and retest levels, man. Look, this 529 is make or break. If we're going under 528.70, we're selling off to fill that gap below. And then look, this is key right here. Take a look at this trend. This was support. This was the breakdown. This was the retest, and then it sold off hard. And if you look at the candlesticks are identical. So look at this, man. Very high probabilities that an amazing level to scalp puts heading into tomorrow could be this 531. 531 to 531.40 zone, phenomenal level. That would be the starter level for puts. The 529 is make or break, but in terms of like that upper level for puts, 531 to 534, we're going to keep an eye on 532 to 533 zone, and we're going to keep an eye on 537 zone, right? So that's what I wanted to bring awareness to, man. It's going to be make or break. It's going to be fucking crazy. I mean, just look at this, man. Look at this 529 level. If we break, react to support, we start to explode up. If we react as a resistance, form lower highs, start to drop, we fill the gap. And then in terms of the levels, wait for the best confirmations to be buying calls at the overall levels, right? In terms of another good level for puts, you can keep an eye on the high of day. So I'm going to give you an overall price ladder. What you need to understand is regardless of the most likely outcomes that I've addressed in terms of the information of these levels, you need to understand that if a level is confirmed and reacts bullish, SPY goes up to the next level, and you got to take it one level at a time. If the level is confirmed bearish and reacts as a resistance, SPY drops down to the next level. So at the end of the day, you got to confirm if the levels are reacting bullish or bearish with the 30-minute chart, with the 30-minute candlestick patterns. So in terms of just to break this down here for you, some of these levels obviously aren't going to hit heading into tomorrow, but 500 to 505 is an auto buy zone for calls. That's a break and retest zone. Key levels to be auto buying calls, 516. Also keep your eyes on 510. Save these levels for the future. Set the price alert. In terms of levels below that, previous day lows can be a very strong level to be buying calls heading into tomorrow, 520.30. Next level above that is going to be the break and retest. In terms of the overall break and retest, it's going to be that zone that I gave you towards that, towards that 522, towards that 522, 523, overall 524, that overall break and retest zone that I gave you earlier, right? And then in terms of the next level above that, next level above that is going to be 526. Next level above that is going to be 529. Next level above that is going to be 531. Interested in puts towards there. Next zone below above that is going to be 532 to 533. Next level above that is going to be this 535. Previous day highs, look for puts. Next level above that is going to be the previous closing price, 537.50. Those are the main key levels of interest, man. And that's what we're planning to do. Gap close reversal here. Previous day highs here could potentially be puts. Gap close reversal here could be puts. Breakdown and retest zone 532 to 533. Breakdown retest zone 531.40. Make or break 529.50. If we react as a resistance, then we drop back down to fill the gap. If we react to support, we start to go up to the breakdown retest levels where the SPY could potentially sell off. Gap close reversal 525.66. And then the breakout and retest levels towards that zone I gave you, towards that 522 to 523 zone. Previous day lows, 520. Look for calls as well. And then auto buy calls, 516. That's the game plan, man. Keeping it super fucking simple. So like I said, man, heading into tomorrow, just a key thing that you need to be paying attention to is if you're seeing these strong spikes into the day, look for break and retest. So like, for example, right here, this was resistance at 526. This is a strong spike. If you're seeing strong spikes throughout the day, look for the break and retest where it drops back down to those previous levels. Look to buy calls once it tests for the first time. Look for the bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmations. That could be one of the best plays, break and retest, as long as we're getting strong moves. We got to get strong breakouts, strong moves. Otherwise, market's going to try to sell off. And if it does try to sell off, it's going to try to bounce at the oversold levels I gave you. But use confirmations, man. The best way to use the break and retest strategy and the best ways to play calls overall heading into tomorrow is just to look for strong breakouts above resistance levels, and those could be at the levels I gave you, or they could be at new levels in between the price ladder, right? If you're seeing strong breaks of resistance and it drops back down, reacts support, look to buy calls. It's going to try to push higher, and then look for puts at the levels I gave you, especially towards those upper levels. So that's the ladder, man. And just understand, if the market is not having strong breakouts and then retesting and reacting as support, it's going to be something like this, where we have this red bearish wick that has already occurred. And then we have these small spikes, and that just keeps on trying to drop, sell off, and go fucking lower. So like I said, for the bulls to be true fucking strong heading into tomorrow, Already a good sign that we're gapping up, but we just need to see strong breakouts and then drop back down for the retest towards the levels I gave you, and then look to buy calls towards there. That'd be the best recommendation for calls. If we're not getting those strong spikes and strong breakouts, market's going to try to sell off. Trend could try to be a little bit bearish, but it's still going to try to bounce at the overall levels that I gave you, but the trend could be overall bearish. So a strong indication for a bullish trend tomorrow would be just strong breaks at higher levels, drop back down to retest, and then we start to bounce to push higher, right? If it's not doing that, it's going to try to drop and then have micro bounces at the overall levels, but then just try to be overall bearish. Keep that information in mind heading into tomorrow, man. So look, it's going to be fairly predictable. We're trading at some fairly good levels, man, and we're going to absolutely fucking crush it heading into tomorrow. If you're serious about trading a long side with us, it's going to be the first link down below within the description. Now, in terms of the trades that we ended up making today, I'm going to break this down here step by step, man. There's not a single other trader, another group out there that you can name of. If you can, we'll literally wire $20,000 into your account if you can name one that is winning as much as we are, that is winning as consistent as we are, and that is making the biggest percentage gains in the market with a real-time zero-day options trade alert system with the cheapest, lowest risk in the market, man. Literally nobody is fucking printing like us. I'm going to show you step by step in terms of what it is that we're doing, man. So take a look. We ended up having a phenomenal day inside of Team Roar. I'm going to walk you through this. So 541 SPY calls. You guys are well aware that we set profit stops when we're up 15%, meaning as long as you set the profit stop and you're up 15%, then, you don't go green or red. You get stopped out for fucking profits, right? So the first trade was a small win. 541 calls for 57 cents a contract. They quickly went to 66 cents. So 57 to 67 is more than 15%. That counts as a small win. Second trade, 540 calls, was a loss. It didn't work out, which is okay. You put in your max risk per trade into the trades. The most you lose is what you're willing to risk. The most you can lose is what you put in. And in terms of that situation, you can risk 1 to 3% of your account per trade. And in terms of biggest drawdown, you should not be having a bigger drawdown than 5%. So if you lose 5 to 7% of your account on the day, you got to force yourself to stop trading for the day because you do not want to dig yourself out of a hole that big. It's completely unnecessary to have a red day that big. Now, within this overall market, you can see the next trade. 9:53 a.m., we ended up buying 522 SPY puts for 51 cents a contract. So you go to 9:53 a.m., you go to 522 SPY puts, you're going to see this is where we ended up getting on the trade. We ended up getting in right here, literally towards the exact lows. You go to 9:53 a.m., this is when we got in, 56 cents, and then it went to 66 cents. Later on throughout the day, we tell you all the time to hold the plays. It was a dead play, but we trade the trend. As long as you trade the trend, the entry does not matter. Look at this. We were in towards 56 cents. It dropped all the way to 10 cents, and then it went up all the way to 230 cents. On that particular trade, if you held it, you could have made over a 300% profit return. That was a phenomenal trade. And we were adding to the position to increase the fucking wins. And in terms of the game plan that I gave you yesterday, you could have made money on both of the game plans if you held the trades. I ended up doing calls. The first time I did calls, it did not work out. But the second time I did calls, I ended up adding to the winners, had a phenomenal win, recouped the losses, and was in the profits with a 33% win rate. Zero-day options give you the strongest foundation to be successful with a low win rate, but we have the highest win rate in the game because we're the absolute best. With that being said, adding to the winners to increase the overall gains, and the play fucking printed. Both of the plays printed like fucking crazy, man. The dead play came back to life. It just goes to show you that literally 70% of the time when we do enter a trade that drops 90%, it comes back to life. It can go from literally 50 cents to nearly worthless, come back to life, and then it has the biggest move of the day where it goes up multiple 100% profit returns because we're trading the overall trend. If you hold the trade the trend, and don't use stop losses, you're going to see 70% of the time we do enter a trade that drops that much percentage-wise will come back to life. So that was a phenomenal trade, man. Now, in terms of the next trade, as you can see, and then again, adding to winners increases the wins like fucking crazy. 525 SPY puts for 53 cents a contract, 12:06 p.m. You go to 525 puts right here. You go to 12:06 p.m. This is where we got in. We got in right here towards the 55 cent mark. Now, in terms of what these puts did, you can see we got in towards the exact fucking lows. Even though they did drop like 40% first. Look, they went to 260 here, and then they ended up going all the way to 480 cents. we are putting you in the cheapest, lowest risk trades, trading the trend that have the highest upside potential, man. As long as you are holding the trades, setting profit stops, moving the profit stops up higher and adding to the winners, you should be green and printing at the speed of fucking light, man. We're not getting stopped out on these plays because we don't use stop losses. When these plays drop 30, 40, 50, 90%, we just hold them because we know we trade the trend, and 7 out of 10 times when we trade the trend, it comes back to life and it goes in the fucking money vast majority of the time. You just got to hold the fucking trades, man. Losing remains a personal fucking choice. That's another fucking phenomenal win, man. Look at that. 2 strikes. Same side on puts, both of them fucking printed like fucking crazy and added to the winners. When you add to a winner, it is double to triple the gains. You understand? You can have a 100% loss, but if you add it to a winner, you make double to triple the gains. It's like having an extra 2 to 3 L's. It is the ultimate cheat code by adding to a fucking winner and then setting a profit stop. If you add to a winner and set a profit stop, it is impossible to go green to red. It's a way where you can double to triple your gains and increase your position size in a safe way where you're not going to be taking on extra risk, even though you are putting yourself in a situation where you are adding to your position size to increase the overall gains. So, as you can see, these are the option quote prices moving in real time, setting the profit stops at 1:41 p.m., telling you exactly when to set the overall profit stops, telling you when to bring your profit stop closer. So the reason why we move the profit stop up is because we don't want to stomach these massive pullbacks. You know, eventually it's going to have a massive drop. Like in this situation, it went from 250 all the way down to 140. So in that particular situation, we're moving the profit stop up higher. And instead of stomaching this big pullback all the way, we get profit stopped out when the profit stop is hit, and we move the profit stop up higher to ensure that we don't get back the bulk of our gains on a big pullback, right? Losing remains a personal choice. With that being said, you're going to see these are the trades that we ended up making. 522 SPY puts for 51 cents a contract, adding at 57 cents, adding at 55 cents. Adding to the winners doubles to triple your position size, which doubles to triples your gains, which means you're in a situation where, again, the win rate does not matter. We're not adding to the losers, and we're doubling to tripling the gains on the winners. So it's like, dude, the win rate is not going to fucking matter. We're increasing the gains like fucking crazy. With that being said, this was 525 puts. This is where we got in 53 cents, added 50 more at 50 cents, adding to the winners on both the plays. And look at this. Selling the trade at 168 cents right here. You see this, man? We are in 525 puts at 53 cents. We are exiting for over a 240% return right here. You see this? Look at how long we're holding for. SPY's at 532, and we're selling the puts when it drops to 526, man. That's fucking amazing. And then look, this was the first strike. 522 puts. We're in right here when SPY's at 532. Adding right here into the winners, and then we ended up selling that one at 120 cents for 150%. And I tell you all the time, if we're on the same side and we take a different strike, that second strike tends to be better. As you can see, the second strike was a 100% more gain, and we added to both the fucking strikes, man. Who do you know is creating fucking spider webs in the market with their entries, adding to their positions? This is a work of art. This is gifted. This is royalty. Hell, this should be fucking framed. This is absolutely fucking beautiful, man. Nobody you know of is doing this in real fucking time, man. Showing you the charts, breaking down the trades, explaining to you where they got in, where they added, reasoning why, real-time market analysis, real-time zero-day options train alert system, printing at the speed of fucking light, man. The results speak for them fucking selves. Team Roar is massive. We are still and currently at all-time highs within memberships. The group is growing at the speed of fucking light. With that being said, this is the third win in a row on SPY put options, man. Who do you know is winning this much, taking advantage of every single strike, trading more into the day? And it's not over trading because the trades are getting better and better as the day goes on. 521 SPY puts for 48 cents a contract at 2:38 p.m. You're going to see right here, this is where we ended up buying these 521 puts. You're going to see this is where we got in right here at the exact lows. You see how the trades are getting better and the timing's better later on throughout the day. The more experience you have trading throughout the day, the better the trade should get, as long as the market is reacting accordingly and corresponding to the way you trade, right? Which it typically does with us. So 2:38 p.m., you're going to see right here, 521 SPY puts for 48 cents a contract. Who fucking prints like us? Absolutely fucking nobody. You cannot name a single person who had 3 strikes on puts, timed phenomenal, added to the winners, making multiple 100% profit returns. We are doing this every single day, taking advantage of every win, taking advantage of every single strike, outperforming every single trader and group that you know of at the speed of fucking light. Within this market, when you're trading zero-day options, money is made at fucking light speed. And we are printing and taking money out of the market at the speed of fucking light. With that being said, 521 SPY puts for 48 cents a contract. You're going to see right here, this is where we got in right here. So as you can see, if you go to 2:38 p.m., this is 2:38 p.m., we got in right here towards the exact lows. 58 cents to 174 cents. Trade went up 200% at the speed of light. And look, there was not a pullback up until the highs at 170, meaning you should have been profit stopped out right around here in the 130s to 140s, moving that profit stop up higher. That is another trade where you should have made over a 200% win. If you make a 200% win, that means you can have two 100% losses and still be profitable on the day. And if you added to that win, you can have an even lower fucking win rate. You could have even more fucking losses, or you'll just be more profitable in that situation, man. Doubling your gains, doubling your position size puts you in a situation where the win rate can be even fucking lower. And if your win rate is not lower, then you're just making crazy more fucking gains, man. It's fucking genius adding to the fucking winners, man. Adding to the winners puts you in a situation where you now have a stronger foundation to have a lower win rate. And if you maintain your win rate or have a higher win rate, then you're just going to make more profits and compound the account quicker. Either way, you're fucking winning, man. Right? With that being said, man, look at this. Who do you know of? I showed you this last week where we had 4 wins in a row on put options. Look, we did it again today. Every single fucking day, we are printing at the speed of fucking light. Losing is a personal fucking choice, especially in 2025. So take a look, man. 5220 SPX puts, right? Power hour is just starting at 3 p.m. I told you, we trade SPY and SPX. Look at it, 0 dates. 5220 SPX puts for 280 cents. Who the fuck do you know has 4 wins on puts in a row? As they keep on fucking trading, the trades are getting fucking better. And also not just doing SPY, but SP fucking X. If you ain't trading SPX, then you ain't fucking in the market, man. SPX is the closest thing to fucking sex within this market. With that being said, 2:58 p.m., 5220 SPX puts, man. Take a look. Who the fuck do you know is doing this, man? The most consistent, cheapest, lowest risk trades with the highest win rate and the biggest percentage gains. For $20,000 wired to your account, you can't name another trader or another group doing this. I told you, if this was over trading, the trades would be getting worse. But look, the trades just keep on getting fucking better. Nobody is printing like us at the speed of fucking light, man. If you aren't in this group printing at the speed of light, you are genuinely choosing to sleep on the best zero-day options trading alert system on the fucking planet that is printing money at the speed of fucking light. Do you understand? We are taking and extracting all the fucking money out of the fucking market into our clients' pockets and printing at the speed of fucking light, man. Look, unlimited fucking winning and unlimited fucking printing, non-fucking stop. 5220 puts, 280 cents, 2:58 p.m. We are in right here at the exact fucking lows. Look, the trade goes from 250 to fucking 1,080, right? You could have literally risked $250 to make $1,000 in how fucking long? In fucking 10 minutes? Man, why come all these people who just scalp, who don't hold their fucking trades, why don't they do this? Why don't they trade SPX during fucking power hour for a couple fucking minutes and risk $200 to make $1,000? Oh, because trading's easy, right? Because buying cheap, low risk, 0-day farther money option contracts is easy, right? Yeah, even the scalpers can't figure out how to do this. Do you understand? You have to be genuinely gifted. You have to be the absolute fucking best. You have to be fucking chosen to trade this good, to be this fucking consistent, to win this fucking big every single fucking day, man. Losing's a personal fucking choice, man. I'm risking $200 to make $1,000 of profit, and I'd strongly recommend that you do the same trading SPX during the power hour trading session, man. Look, the results speak for them fucking selves. And you would not have been profit stopped out until this candle. You see this? The trade's going straight the fuck up. You're not getting profit stopped out on these small little drops. It keeps on going up. The trade goes up 400% in 10 fucking minutes. Where are you going to get profit stopped out? You're going to get profit stopped out on this massive drop. Look at this in a single minute, 940 to 490. Are you going to get profit stopped out at 490? No, you're moving your profit stop up higher. You get profit stopped out where you set your profit stop, which would be in between this. You should have been profit stopped out right around that 700 to 800 mark, right? Especially if we're going to fucking 1100 a contract, then you should be setting that profit stop at the bare minimum, fucking 750 to 800 a contract, right? And then if it kept on fucking going up, the next fucking stop it goes to is like 1500 to 2000 a fucking contract, right? So with that being said, losing is a personal fucking choice. Back to back to back to back, massive fucking wins on fucking puts. The game plan worked both fucking ways. You could have banked on fucking calls. You could have banked on fucking puts. We made it very, very fucking clear if the SPY goes under 531 to smash those fucking puts. And surely enough, once it was going under that fucking level, man, look at the fucking SPX fucking bomb dropped in the fucking shot, man. Could have made you a whole fucking week, man. Who the fuck do you know is risking $200 to make $1,000 on a single fucking trade print at the speed of fucking light, man? Look at this. 3:11 p.m. You see this? 3:11 p.m. sold. 3:11 p.m. Let's go to fucking 3:11 p.m. where we sold the put options. Oh shit. We bought the fucking lows. Ain't that some fucking shit, man? We keep on trading puts. We're 4 for 4 on fucking puts in a fucking row, just like I showed you in terms of last week. And look at where we get in and look at where we fucking sell, man. You tell me, is it fucking luck? I don't fucking think so, man. The trades just keep on fucking getting better as we keep on trading. We just keep on outperforming every fucking trader that you fucking know of. If you're not in this group, you are genuinely choosing to sleep on the best 0-to-8 options trading group on the fucking planet, man. Wake the fuck up. Look at the entry. 2:58 p.m. This is the 4th win in a row on fucking puts. Are you with me? I'm showing you something that nobody else is fucking showing you because nobody else fucking prints like us. Look at the fucking results. 2:58 p.m. We're in on puts right fucking here at the fucking lows, right? Oh, you got lucky you bought it at the fucking lows. Well, we sold it at the fucking peak. Is that luck too? Well, before that, we had 3 massive fucking wins on puts too. Is that fucking luck too? What the fuck, man? Get the fuck in the group. If you want to make fucking money, click the link in the description. Print money at the speed of fucking light, trading alongside with us. Look at the fucking sell. The sell was the fucking peak. 3:11 p.m. Fucking amazing, man. That is fucking A1 work. That is fucking phenomenal work. That is prestigious. That is fucking royalty. That is the exact fucking peak. It's one thing to buy the exact low. It's one thing to have 3 massive fucking wins before that on fucking puts. But it's a whole nother fucking level to go 4 for 4, buying the fucking lows and selling the exact fucking peak. Shutting up any fucking doubter, any fucking hater, any fucking brokey who thinks that we don't get better as we keep on trading throughout the fucking day, man. It's a limited fucking win. Oh, let's say we started our day with fucking 200% losses. Well, we keep on getting better. Oh, we just hit 1,000% win. Wipes out all the fucking L's. Profitable as fuck with a 33% win rate. Losing is a personal fucking choice. We have the best real-time 0-to-8 options trailer system on the fucking planet. Do the fucking math. All those trades combined yielded to easily over a 600% profit return on 4 fucking trades, and we were adding to the fucking winners. Since we're adding to the fucking winners, oh my gosh, the fucking gains and the increase in fucking percentages is fucking insane. We are printing at the speed of fucking light, non-fucking stop. Losing remains a personal fucking choice. So, with that being said, as you're gonna see, man, this was the full play breakdown. This is where we ended up getting in on 521 puts for 48 cents a contract. This is when they went in the money, and this is where they went in the money, and this is where we ended up selling for 164 cents a contract, printing money at the speed of fucking light. This was the SPX play. Take a look at this, man. Look at this. SPX cracks key support. Many people were probably buying the dip at the key support. When support cracked, lower highs, lower highs. You guys are well aware in terms of the market. I told you it was going to be a strong bearish day if we go under 531. Market ended up playing out both ways, where you could have made a nice scalp on calls, and then you could have fucking banked holding fucking puts. You literally could have traded the game plan both fucking ways, and it printed. But obviously, puts printed a fuck ton more, and we were all over that 4 for 4 in a row. But look at this. 5220 SPX puts at 280 cents, selling at 1,040. Buying puts at fucking support, making fucking 300% gains at fucking speed of fucking like 10 fucking minutes. You fucking kidding me, man? Who the fuck do you know is printing that fucking quickly, man? Nobody. You can't drop a single fucking name that just showed you what the fuck I showed you, man. This is what our secured private organization is getting every single fucking day. We are winning and we are printing at the speed of fucking light. Losing remains a personal fucking choice. With that being said, man, as you can see, that is 5 for 6. These are all of the fucking gains. Giro's up over $35,000 on the fucking day, man. And look, we just keep on fucking printing. We just keep on fucking winning, man. 5, 2, 24 SPY calls at 63 cents a contract at 3:47 p.m. This is where we got in at 63 cents a contract at 3:47 p.m. You're going to see, man, take a look at this trade. We got in on these fucking calls at the exact fucking lows. Let me ask you a question, man. Who do you know goes 4 for 4 on puts? And then on that last trade on puts, buys at the exact lows, sells at the exact peak for fucking 300%. Then switches to fucking calls later into the day on the next trades. And guess what? Buys the fucking calls at the exact fucking lows. Drop a single name, a single other group out there who is printing like us for $20,000 wired to your fucking account. Who the fuck do you know is doing this every single fucking day? We're the absolute best zero-day options trader community, zero-day options trader system in the fucking game, man. You need to get in this group if you are serious about trading alongside the absolute fucking best, about trading alongside multimillionaires, about trading alongside a real-time zero-day options trader system, man. Look at the fucking results. Right fucking here, man, you're going to see 3:47 p.m., 24 calls for 63 cents a contract. 3:47 p.m. is the fucking lows. Yes, we are aware. We're the absolute fucking best. We are aware. You can't show us any other group, any other person out there who's fucking doing this. We know. We're the fucking best. We're at the exact fucking lows again, right? Because going 4 for 4 on puts, buying puts at the fucking lows, it's just, why stop there? Why not just keep on fucking going, right? Because we're just the absolute fucking greatest to ever fucking do it. We're in right here, and in a couple minutes, it goes from 60 to fucking 300. You could have fucking made multiple 100% at the speed of fucking light, man. Losing, that shit's a personal fucking choice, man. Look at the fucking results. Right fucking here, couple minutes fucking later, fucking 250 a contract, man. How the fuck can anybody be fucking red on a day like fucking today, man? With that being said, trade printed at the speed of fucking light. We're the absolute fucking best. Setting the fucking profit stops, man. If you are not setting a profit stop, you are an absolute fucking degenerate. With that being said, you know, the trade quickly went up to 220 cents, printing at the speed of fucking light. This is the full play fucking breakdown. We're in fucking calls right here, 524 fucking calls, fucking the fucking market up. And then we're selling right here. Look at that fucking move, man. SPY went from 521 to 526, man. Look, if you ain't trading far out of the money zero-day options in a fucking market where SPY goes up 5 fucking points in fucking minutes during the best time to be trading zero days when they're getting ready to expire fucking worthless, when we're buying them far out of the money, and then we're right about the short-term trend within minutes, and they're going deep in the money for these massive fucking moves. It's like, dude, we're picking contracts that are designed to expire worthless, that are designed to expire to fucking ash, that are practically fucking worthless. And we're saying this is the hidden fucking gem that's going to go deep in the money right before the market fucking closes. And we sell those fucking contracts deep in the money for the biggest percentage gains, man. Who the fuck do you know is buying 3 points out of the fucking money with 13 minutes left on the fucking shot clock, selling deep in the money minutes fucking later, and SPY goes to 520 fucking 6? If you ain't using this system and this strategy, you genuinely choosing to sleep on the best opportunity to be trading zero-day options for 2025. With that being said, man, we absolutely fucking crushed it. This just goes to show you this is the best time to be trading zero-day options, man. Contracts are fucking worthless. The moves are fucking massive. It fucking prints at the speed of fucking light every single fucking day, man. Who the fuck do you know is doing this? And then look, 3:56 p.m., 8 minutes later, we buy another strike, 527 SPY calls for 50 cents a contract. Look at this, man. And then this is where we sold 524 calls, right? So in terms of 524 calls, selling them at 236 a contract and at 63 cents. Do you understand? That is fucking 400% at the speed of fucking light. And before that, we had 4 massive fucking wins on puts that yielded over 600%. All those trades combined at the speed of light is over 1,000 fucking percent, man. The fuck? Losing is a personal fucking choice. If you're risking 1% per trade and you make 1,000% gains, your account is up over 10 fucking percent on very small fucking risk, man. How the fuck can anybody be fucking red on a day like fucking today, man? Look, if you're red on a day like today, just quit. Trading's not for you, man. Just fucking quit. Look at the results, man. 527 SPY calls, 3:56 p.m. You go to 527 SPY calls, 3:56 p.m. Even these 40 to fucking 120, man. Look at this. This fucking consolidation right here, 38 cents all the way to 56 cents, all the way to 75 cents. Make sure you're using the right broker to be trading zero-day options, like Thinkorswim platform, Charles Schwab, because on SPY, you can end up exiting those trades 15 minutes after. On SPY, you can trade up until 4:15 p.m. So if you enter the trade, you can exit up until 4:15 p.m., right? If you're using other brokers, they might not allow you to do that. You got to know what your broker allows you to do, right? But Thinkorswim Schwab, you can literally have an extra 15 minutes for those contracts to work and go in your overall favor, right? They're in the money. So with that being said, those were the trades that we ended up making, printing at the speed of fucking light. You can't name a single other group out there, a single another person out there who's winning this much, this consistent, this massive of fucking wins, where they're making many trades on the day that are yielding, with all the percentage wins and losses combined, multiple 1,000% on the best days, man. I mean, today easily yielded to over 1,000 fucking percent, man. Look at this. 527 SPY calls for 50 cents, selling at 75 cents during the after hours market. Make sure you're using a broker like Schwab, Thinkorswim, that allows you to sell your options trades up until 4:15 p.m. on the 0 dates, because sometimes the move isn't going to happen, and power hour, it's the massive fucking moves. It's not going to happen up until 4:15 p.m. Sometimes it happens in the last 15 minutes, right? So losing to personal choice. With that being said, man, it's just unlimited fucking winning, unlimited fucking printing. Look at that, 7 for fucking 8, $45,000 in overall fucking gains, man. It's fucking amazing. In terms of GROAR, it's just genuinely fucking amazing on that comeback and on the fucking trades. I mean, you can't name a single other fucking trader out there who's fucking doing this, who's winning this much, who's this fucking consistent, winning that fucking big on fucking clockwork, man. So fucking amazing. Big shout out to GROAR. In terms of Ninja is currently back in fucking action. He called a massive fucking play today on fucking puts, man. Ninja fucking killed it today. Got to give a big shout out to fucking Ninja. Ninja was bearish from the get-go. He normally scalps for smaller wins and he normally swing trades, but today he aimed for the big win. He fucking crushed it, man. So big shout out to him. He was doing puts all throughout the day, adding to the puts, up over 80%, and he ended up holding that trade for a massive fucking win, man. So big shout out to Ninja, man, because that's one of the best day trades that I've ever seen him made, where he genuinely held for a long period of time with the overall trend, man. Fucking crushing the overall trade, man. With that being said, in terms of my trades, my first 2 trades were smaller losses. I ended up cutting them fairly quick in that situation. I mean, the loss on calls was a little bit bigger, but the loss on puts was fairly small. If I would have held all those fucking trades, they all would have fucking banked. But I cut the losses quick, and then I finally had a trade I was extremely confident in, added to it twice, and this got me green as fuck on the day. And everybody within the chat, they all knew in terms of where my confidence is and where I was setting up. And we brought a lot of awareness. It's like, dude, I just cut for 2 L's. We usually don't cut, and we rarely have a third loss in a row. It's like, this next trade is going to fucking bank. This trade helped put a lot of people on the fucking map. In terms of the first hour in the morning was extremely tough to trade, fairly reckless, but if you held the trades in a sense, especially mine, they could have worked out in a sense. Not the first one, but the trade on puts could have printed like fucking crazy. But I cut the trade on puts for a small win. The first trade on calls was a bigger loss, but overall, it was still a fucking amazing, successful day, because not only did I add to the winners, but I had a massive win on these fucking calls. 10:33 a.m. This was the third trade that I made, and everyone, I made it very clear. I mean, everyone was well aware this was a high confidence setup, and to be adding and taking bigger position sizes, it just made fucking sense, man. 535 calls at 117 cents, 10:33 a.m. So as soon as I took this trade, I exited my puts that I was in before that for a small L. With that being said, man, 535 calls at 117 cents. If you go to 535 calls at 117 cents, this is where I got in. I literally timed this fucking perfectly. I got in right here at 10:33 a.m. right here. And then you're going to see, man, I just kept adding. I added right here, add to calls. This is going to be the time to get in, 10:40 a.m., time to add. And then I ended up adding one more time at 10:55 a.m., tripling the position size, man, which is always going to outweigh those fucking losses. Added right here. And then in terms of where I ended up selling at the exact peak. So I made up for those 2 smaller L's before that, sold the exact peak at 11:27 a.m. right here at 11:27 a.m., the exact fucking peak into the 227 cent range. That is over nearly a 100% profit return, tripling the position size. So that's what I ended up doing in terms of my overall day. In terms of just like a quick market outlook, in terms of the overall price action on the overall day, it's like, dude, fucking, you guys are well aware in terms of the game plan. It was like we were looking for calls as long as we were maintaining above 531. So we had this massive rip to fucking 537. Seeing this massive rip led me to wanting to buy calls in terms of levels for calls. This was the break and retest zone in the pre-market at 531. Market held above 531. This is a bullish trend reversal pattern. If you look at this pattern right here, it has repeated this week in a very similar cycle on a break and retest. You're going to see, you compare this red and green. We're going to go back throughout the chart, and you're going to see, man, if we just compare this, is very, very similar in a sense, right? I'm going to disable extended hours just to quickly show you in terms of exact identical pattern. So keep an eye on this 1 hour pattern because you're going to see it happen a lot on break and retest levels, right? Take a look at this, man. So in terms of the overall pattern, and I believe I pointed this out earlier this week when we took a trade on calls, this red candle here, this green candle right here, overall bullish. This red candle right here, this green candle right here, overall bullish. This red candle right here, this green candle right here, overall bullish with a gap to fill above. It's going to try to fill the gap, right? So that's been happening a lot where that red candle forms a key support, red candle forms a key support, green candle at key support, green candle at key support, key level of interest calls, break and retest or in pre-market, buy the fucking calls, pay attention to that fucking pattern, right? Just giving you some market outlook in terms of reasons why I was fucking bullish, sell into the rip, sell into the rip, sell into as it's starting to fill the gap, right? In terms of bearish reasonings, I told you once we go under 531, it's going to fucking free fall. It's going to be very bearish. So once the SPY was forming lower highs, you could see this was support for 90 minutes. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. No longer turning previous resistance into support like it did. It's cracking. It's forming lower highs for 2 fucking hours. Red, green, red is bearish. Sells off. Red, green, red is bearish. Sells off, right? All reasons to be fucking bearish. This right here could be a key reason to be bullish, this red trend reversal candlestick right here. And that was actually at a level where we were interested in buying call options towards this 521 and still waiting to buy those calls at 516. Hell, if 521 worked out fucking well, you better believe 516 is going to work fucking phenomenal. So look, man, listen, if you're serious about making money, what you need to do is you need to get off of this video and click that first link down below in the description and join our fucking group. I want to show you that we trade our game plans in real time. We print at the speed of fucking light, and you could trade alongside us and print at the speed of fucking light. And you can get access to a real-time zero-date options trade alert system. Just to give you some background, we buy cheap, low-risk, zero-date options contracts, right? We're known for selling them deep in the money for the biggest percentage gains. This is a very low barrier to entry type of strategy. Rich people prefer to trade this way because they prefer to pay less on their contracts, risk less, to make more money, to make the biggest percentage gains. Also, rich people prefer to trade this way, and especially small accounts as well, because options give you options. Far out of the money options give you unlimited fucking options within the fucking market, right? In terms of far out of the money zero-day options, they give you the most options to create whatever system, whatever strategy that you want to create. So in terms of what we've created and what we've established, cheap, low risk, zero-date, far out of the money option contracts, right? Point of Team Roar is to give you the best cheap, low risk trades on zero-date option contracts with the highest success rate, with the biggest percentage gains that can yield on our best days to multiple 1,000% returns with all the wins and losses combined. We have the highest win rate in the game doing this. Not that we need it, because in terms of trading zero-date options, they are the strongest foundation for you to be successful with just a win rate as low as 33%. And you should easily be able to have a win rate of like 40 to 50% on zero-date option contracts, but we have the highest win rate in the game doing this because we're the absolute best. I mean, you saw all those fucking wins in a fucking row, trading both ways, fucking amazing. With that being said, this is what we do. These are the option quote prices moving in real time. We add to winners to increase the wins. We set profit stops to ensure that we don't go green to red. We also set the profit stops to ensure that we are protected on those extra 1 to 2 R multiples that we're adding into the winners on the trade. Adding to wins doubles to triples the gains. Some trades, we're going to have trades that just go straight up. Those will be the biggest wins. Other trades, we're going to have a trade that quickly goes up 50%, drops right back down, and we'll get profit stopped out in between that at like 30%, right? We set the profit stops when we're up 15%. In terms of losses, we rarely sell for losses. We typically just let the trades expire worthless and goes to zero. The most we can lose on a trade is what we put into the option contract. The most you should put in is your max risk per trade, your R multiple, right? But by adding to the winners and setting profit stops, you can add an extra 2 to 3 R multiples, set the profit stop. It's impossible to go green to red. It's a way to take on a bigger position size and to double to triple your gains without really risking those extra R multiples in a sense. It's the ultimate cheat code, adding to winners to increase your gains and setting that profit stop quickly, slightly above your new average cost. One small winning move in your favor, you can print and win like fucking crazy, right? With that being said, sometimes on a loss, we'll be down 60, 70, 80, 90%. 70% of the time it comes back to life. Hold the trade, we trade the trend, right? Also, when we're down like 90% on a trade, typically that second strike tends to print like fucking crazy, right? I showed you firsthand in terms of one of the trades where we were down big percentage on a strike, and then the second strike print like crazy. Both the strikes tend to print, but that second strike tends to print like fucking crazy. And with that being said, you can size in a little bit bigger on that second strike, or you can just add to the winners on those strikes when they come back to life when they print, right? And if we ever have 2 losses in a row, that could be a good system to back test a small account where you just take the third trades, because those third trades tends to always print. Rarely ever do we ever have a third loss in a row. That's why I'm saying if you have a small account and you want to back test something, you can back test when we have 2 losses in a row, just take the third trade, right? With that being said, if you want to trade and print alongside us and gain access to a community of multimillionaires, gain access to a real-time zero-day options trade alert system, you can chat and trade alongside us within the overall chat. In terms of G-Roar as well, G-Roar is a multimillionaire as well, and we both have over decades of experience, right? It's the first link down below within the description. You literally get to see our game plans get executed in real fucking time. The way to become a better trader is to trade. We trade a fuck ton, and it's not over trading because the trades keep on getting better and the system keeps on adding up and yielding to bigger returns in a sense, right? And another rule that we follow is, in terms of your peak profits on the day, if you get back 25 to 50% of your gains, force yourselves to stop trading, because we're not going to go green to red on a day. That means if you're up $1,000 on the day and you get back 250 to 500, stop fucking trading, right? Don't keep on going. Don't keep on risking more, because we're not going to go green to red on the day, right? 1 big win in the morning or 2 small wins in a row is green enough for you to walk away. If you choose to keep on trading, like I said, follow that rule of the 25 to 50% from peak of gains if you get back some profits, and then stop yourself from trading if you do get back those profits, right? With that being said, we are absolutely crushing it, man. Big shout out to Jay Tizzle, absolutely fucking crushing it. His calls came back to life. He was taking the trades on calls, fucking killed it. 4% return on his overall account, $400 profit, fucking amazing. Look at this, man. The redemption, the results, all of these plays, a lot of these plays were down massively percentage-wise. They all came back to life, man. It all adds up. Look at all those different fucking strikes on calls and puts coming back to life. A lot of these trades, especially the calls, were down big at first, but they come back to life and they fucking print, man. With that being said, it's unlimited winning, unlimited fucking printing. We have many traders who are making $500 to $1,000 a day. We have multimillionaires who are making tens of thousands of dollars a week to 6 figures a month. We have hundreds of members who've been with us for over 2 years. We print at the speed of fucking light. It's a very secured private organization. It's the first link down below in the description if you would like to trade alongside us and join and come print with us at the speed of fucking light. Look at all the fucking gains, all the fucking results, like fucking clockwork, man. Look at this, man. Look at this. 531 fucking puts. Are you seeing the fucking results? 180% return, $2,000 gain almost. That's literally, you could stay here for the next 12 months. You just made back 12 months on a single fucking trade of the monthly subscription. Fucking amazing work, man. Look at the fucking results. Another fucking trade, $775 profit. You can literally stay here for the next 5 fucking months with those results, man. Fucking amazing. Look at the fucking gains, man. So, if you want to print with us, if you want to trade with us at the speed of fucking light, it's the first link down below within the description. I'm telling you, man, we are taking this very fucking personal that the market is having a short week. They literally don't want us to print on fucking Friday. But in terms of our companies, they print 24/7. They print when the market's fucking closed, when we're fucking sleeping, man. But we're taking this very personally, man. We are very disappointed that the market is closed on fucking Friday, because Fridays tend to be our absolute best days. So tomorrow is going to be our absolute best day of the week. And we're going to close out the week very, very strong in the green. And I would strongly recommend that you click that first link and that you trade alongside us and gain this experience, man. I'm telling you, it's extremely valuable and advantageous to have access to a real-time zero-day options trading alert system where you can make money and print at the speed of light. You can use this however you want to use it in that positive sense, where you can use it in confirmation of your trades. If you're bullish or bearish on a trade, you can wait for us to be bullish or bearish in situations in Confluence. You can also take advantage of networking within our community. There is many multimillionaires inside of Team Roar. Team Roar is massive. We are currently at all-time highs in subscription. Every single day, we are ranking top 100 on WAP.com in most money made. And WAP.com is absolutely massive, man. It's fucking amazing on how well everything is going inside of our secured private organization. And I'm telling you, this is the best time to join, because not only are we at all-time highs and at our best performance, but also it's due to the market as well. It's having the biggest moves, and this is how you can thrive off of trading zero dates. You trade the trend, you could even hedge in a sense, and you're going to be fucking profitable with these massive fucking moves, man. The easiest way to be profitable on zero dates is to have massive fucking moves. You can literally be profitable with a low win rate hedging of like 30 to 50%, man. It's never been easier to be successful trading zero dates thanks to this high volatility and massive fucking moves, man. So look, If you're serious about making money, if you're serious about surrounding yourself in a secure private organization who's printing non-fucking stop, an extremely active community who's printing money at fucking clockwork at fucking light speed, Team Roar is the right place for you. For those of you who want to win, for those of you who want trades non-fucking stop, who want to print unlimited fucking winning, you can literally just get started with one contract. Do you understand? One contract is typically priced 50 cents times 100, $50. You risk that to make $100 to $150. You could be making $100 to $150 an hour, risking $50 an hour, and there's a couple trades every single day, and on our biggest days, there's like 10 to 15 fucking trades. It's like, dude, you need to join the group and experience this for your fucking self. For anyone trading within the stock market, I would say it's genuinely a requirement to, at the bare minimum, experience this overall fucking system. Because you're going to see we've got something that nobody else fucking has, and you're going to see that we're the absolute fucking best, and we're going to be printing together at the speed of fucking light. With that being said, it is the first link down below within the description if you would like to start trading alongside us. I'm going to be heading back to my secure private organization. We are going to absolutely crush the market and finish the week very, very strong heading into tomorrow.